it's not because it's on your watch, but the interlocal agreement went out to the cities without our approval first. And so we're feeling like now we have a lot of approvals from the city, but we haven't approved it.
No, I brought it here to this board and said, can we send this out to the cities?
Okay.
And then it was on for here for approval. So I brought
Okay.
it to the board first
Okay,
at a
thank
work
you.
session and got your approval.
Okay. But to that context, and I probably should have brought it up before, and forgive me, I don't remember when we had this on the agenda before. But anyway, we had discussed that a future county commission could decide to roll back the gas rate tax if we decided to look at an infrastructure sales tax. However, within the provisos of here, the cities are allowed to bond the monies, which puts us into a perilous situation for any future commission to be able to roll back that gas tax. I just wanted to make sure everybody was cognizant of that because, and it talks about reauthorizing it every 10 years because that does put us into if we agree with this, then, we've set the stage. And I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that.
I think one of the things that we'd have to check on that really is, at least in the discussions from the city that I came from, that bonding is really minimally 20 years or 30 years. And these are 10-year renewals, I think. So not probably going to get into that, but I mean, it's certainly a possibility. And I think that's something maybe we need to take a look at. But I think we'll be okay in most instances on the bonding side. Commissioner Seel.
The only other question I have, and maybe we could, is how much of a difference this new would be based on population estimates of April 1st of 2020 and the current gas tax that we implement. Is there much of a difference in the population numbers? And do we remember what that might be based on?
Bill, do you know the answer to that?
Sorry, I didn't. It just occurred to me as I was looking at this and looking at the percentage splits. Hi, Bill.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. The current interlocal for the 1 to 6 cent is based on, I believe it's 2015 population.
Okay.
So it's a 5-year change, but the changes in population from one city to the next have been largely small.
I figured it was
It's a strange
probably
way of saying
minimal.
that now that I think about it, largely small. But there has not been a large change for any individual city. So the distribution formula is pretty much equivalent with small differences from city to city.
So are they set for the 10 years?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Okay. All right. Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome.
And Barry, I think, again, one of the questions that was brought up by our residents that called in is part of that overall budget that we're going to be talking about are some reimbursement funds that we've gotten from CARES to expenses. And you kind of kept us up to speed on where the funds are going and what's still to go. But it might be, again, another opportunity that we can.
We have that on our website.
I understand.
The people that have
I get it.
And we've responded to requests for that.
Okay. Well, again, I think it's always good to have another avenue to display the information that we're already displaying. Yeah. It doesn't hurt. So, again, people are trying to get information one way or another, but...
this will all come together. It will come together as part of your budget. So the question is, are you looking at property taxes? You're also, when you're looking at the gas tax, I get the issue that they were raising. We've averaged it out. If you get 25 miles per gallon, 1,000 miles a year, that's about $27, a person. However, you also have to look at 40% of that money is coming from people that visit here that don't live here, and property taxes go straight to people that own property. So there's a couple of different ways of looking at it. We're going to look at all that as part of the budget, and that's the reason you'll have one budget that we present in July that gives us plenty of time for those debate and discussions about which option is the best way to move forward.
And I think staff is keenly aware of what we've just gone through and where we are. So we're working hard to try to minimize any of those changes, but we'll be looking forward to that discussion next month, those 3 days you gave us, and then obviously when you bring the budget